I'm Robin.
And I'm Julie.
We're two mamas who love inspiring healthy living.
After facing family health challenges and seeing how natural solutions transformed our lives, we are determined to help other mamas thrive, not just survive.
What if feeling awesome every day is possible for you and your family?
Come along with us on a natural journey.
Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Julie.
Welcome to our podcast, Helping Mamas Thrive.
Yay! Episode number 22.
I thought you just said it was 23.
Sorry, 23.
Because I remember that because 23 is a prime number and it's not the best number. It's okay.
Right.
So that's why I knew that.
That's hilarious. I'm so glad.
Literally every single time before we start, I write something down or whatever, and then one of us spaces.
We literally just talked about it. And I was like, oh no, it's 23. And then I was like, welcome to 22.
Okay. Last week I did the same thing. Well, I said, what's the title? In fact, do it every week. I say, Julie, what's the title? We talk about it. And then when we go live, no remembering. The brain leaves the body. Yep. I need to take some more BCAATP.
Yes, that's a supplement for people who don't know.
Mitochondrial support. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when we have to make the intro or the outro, something at the end, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When that red button is pushed, literally we lose our stuff. Usually it's you losing your stuff, and the laughing starts, and then it's super hard to get back on track because there's something about that red button, or when you press start, or when you're actually live, it just all goes to whatever.
That's true. The silliness begins. I don't know how Michelle listened to our Facebook Live last week.
There's a whole bunch of squirreliness. I watched part of it. I'm like, what the?
Hopefully neither of our mothers watch it.
Oh, heck no.
To it because they would be like,
yeah.
You girls need to be a little bit more serious.
Correct. But that's kind of our jam. We love to have fun, and this is what life should be. We should feel good and enjoy feeling good.
Yeah. And check this out. If you're watching on YouTube, I look taller than Julie in my new chair.
Oh,
isn't that exciting?
I'm completely I'm sitting up straight.
Her chair kicks ass. This is why I measured the desk and stuff, but my hair looks like Lego hair again. Look, it looks like it's cut out, like that we have a background pasted behind us.
It does.
Why?
I don't know. That's really super funny. This is not a painted back. This is
our office. Background. Yeah, it's not a virtual background, but my hair looks. I don't know why the lights on.
Oh yeah, that's true. You could put it on. Okay. For those that are listening to this, they're we don't care. We did not see you, and we're just trying to listen.
Oh, that's a little better, but it's still. I look like I'm superimposed.
It is very strange. Okay.
I'm a real person.
Right. We are on a time crunch though. So we have to get down to business.
With it.
Yes.
So the title is A Healthier Halloween and Fall Season.
Whoop, whoop. So we have a whole bunch of events coming up. It all kind of kicks off with Halloween. And then we just make our way to Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then New Year's. And seriously, everyone is so tempted with treats. Wherever you go, it's ridiculous.
And at the same time, it's fall. The weather's changing. Our lungs are drier. Our immune systems are compromised, but everybody wants to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So today is all about some ideas for healthier options for Halloween. Mm-hmm. We probably could do another one for the whole fall season.
Very true.
For the holiday season.
Yes.
Didn't we do a course on
that? Yes, we did. Fall wellness, I think.
Right.
Yeah. And it's really important to think about this now, because when you get into a situation, that's not the time. It's like the hurricane preparedness. It's you cannot take care of, or try and get a generator when everything has gone down. Like you need to have your things in place
True.
beforehand.
That's a really good point. So let's just jump in with Halloween, but we can
Okay.
talk about other things. So,
Yeah.
let's talk about candy galore.
Yeah. So you tell your best tip and then I'll tell mine.
Okay. So I'm against eating candy in general. There's so much sugar, there's so much dye. I mean, you can't expect the kids or yourself to think straight with all that crap. I'm sorry. I just really hate it. So, my number one tip is let your kids have fun for Halloween if you're okay with that event. And then when they come back, pour all the candy on the table, have them pick 10. I would prefer 5, but let's say 10.
Okay.
10 candies.
Very generous. Yeah.
That's generous. And the rest of them they have to give away. A lot of local dentists will take it. They'll give you money. Sometimes there's organizations that will take it and donate it to the military. I mean, obviously, I don't want anybody to eat it, but I'm just saying there are productive things you can do besides throwing it away that you can teach your kids. Like, okay, you pick your favorites and we're gonna get rid of the rest and donate it to X.
Right.
So that is my top one. But I have a subset of that real quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Which is don't start eating the candy because then it's like a downward spiral. Like I specifically remember one year, probably 9 or 10 years ago, where I just ate one Milky Way or something like that. This is when I ate candy.
9 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, but no, it started this downward spiral because I just ate that. Then I had like a mini Three Musketeers. Then it just turned into, because the sugar addiction is real. There are studies that show the brain lighting up the same way for sugar as cocaine. So once you start eating the sugar, it is so hard to stop. And I've seen this every time I make cookies. I make these really good vanilla grain-free cookies. Oh my gosh, they have sugar. They're grain-free, but they have sugar. I cannot stop eating them. So so that's like a subset of my tip. So what's your tip?
Right. So my tip is to actually pay your kids not to go trick-or-treating. So it's never worked with all of the first 4 of my kids, but it did work on the last one.
What?
Yeah. So I think that is always an option, like going out to dinner or going to the store, like literally, here's the money we would have paid, costume, and it was $20. So I got a pretty easy.
Nice.
And we ended up getting a healthier treat and went and got just kind of his favorite stuff. And we rented a movie and he thought that was the best Halloween ever.
That's great.
And I'm sure there's tons of moms out there like, oh my gosh, you have deprived your kid but it's okay. Like it's okay to do those things. Like we do have pictures of them dressing up, through the years in different things. Like they go to school. And so we just have that kind of costume picture, so they have some fun with that, but it just doesn't have to be the going house to house and getting a pillowcase of junk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into Halloween. I'm not against it or for it. So I'm just like, whatever. And my son hates it because noise going to the door. Like, we just torture these kids. Anyway, so I love your tip. So if you're tortured and you're like, what candy could I buy the people that come to my door? So in my opinion, buying chocolate over candy that has dye in it is really much better because chocolate does have natural elements in it, especially if you buy more expensive chocolate that's real chocolate.
Right.
So if you're choosing between that, so that could be a better choice. But you could buy Halloween pencils or pretzels. Like you could be that house that does that.
My kids, my older ones, would seriously find the neighborhoods, and even one of them went to DeLand like every year because they gave out the full.
Oh yeah, Windsong and Winter Park too. And Baldwin Park is crazy.
This is so wrong. It's so bad that they travel to get these things.
In packs.
Yeah.
there's also like if you go to some of the stores, they have healthier options like those like crackers, like healthier
Mhm.
options
Mhm.
if you're wanting to give healthier options
Mhm.
out to people.
Mhm.
So anyway, any other tips that you have?
Um, no, I don't have any other tips. I've tried through the years to do different healthy things in my kids. Well, at our place, we live in the country, so I get out of like doing
Trick or
how,
treaters.
yeah, it's awesome. I
But see,
love where I live.
your driveway is so scary. You
Oh
could
yeah.
make it like
Oh,
a really
oh yeah.
haunted
I
driveway.
hate Halloween. I am not as scared like when literally if Jim walks into like our closet the other day, he walked into our closet and came out and scared me to death. And he was like, seriously, I just like walked in 2 seconds ago and you kind of, I thought you saw me walk in. And I'm like, don't surprise me. Do not walk out unexpectedly. I do
I don't
not
like
like
that.
I don't like being surprised.
I do not like that either.
But he's also the one that seriously dressed up in Halloween and laid on the ground and had he was an accident victim and had these entrails and everything coming out of his like, abdomen and blood all over him. And he would grab the feet of the kids that were walking past. Bad, bad stuff.
You know what I do miss though? Homemade costumes. I feel like,
Oh,
you know, when my kid, I like making the costumes and they're not like the most beautiful or like kind that you buy at the store,
mhm,
but
mhm.
there's so much love and intent and
True.
and I love the creative ones, like when people dress up like ketchup and mustard or,
Oh, yeah. I
you
do love
know,
that too. Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. Or, for my son, he had so many sensory issues. I would paint because he didn't wouldn't want to wear a costume. So I
Mm.
get a t-shirt from Joann's and then I would paint something on the t-shirt to make him look like he was dressing up. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's a
know,
good idea.
yeah,
That's
like I
excellent.
did Daniel Tiger. I bought an orange shirt and I painted black stripes and put like a little makeup on his face.
I love it. That's
So,
super cute.
and that only cost me, well, the Chase shirt was like $3 because I had a coupon. And then you just buy paint. So it's like
I love it.
$10, let's say.
That's super fun. I love all the themed ones. I was 1 year I was what do you call static cling? I just put a whole bunch of socks all over me, like in the
Cute.
static cling.
So if you're having a party, if you're having a Halloween party, Julie has the best chocolate tip ever.
Yes. So basically you get chocolate morsels and I prefer to get the ones that are organic and you can get the dairy-free ones if you
I think the dairy
prefer.
ones are good.
Yeah. The Joy Life
Better
brand.
than the ones you bought the movie.
Yeah, those were organic and but they're, cow's milk. Anyway, so basically you put them in a mason jar, glass mason jar, and you put either orange essential oil, Young Living only, because this is going to be ingested, or peppermint essential oil, a few drops, and you shake it up. And it is so good.
Tastes so good. She serves it at every party that we have, and people love it.
Super cheap,
It tastes delicious.
super like takes no effort.
Takes no effort. Takes no effort, and people love it. So if you have a party, that's a really good one. Also, you can make fun things with fruit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
You can look up Pinterest. So what I used to do is I would go to the cookie store, like a fancy cookie.
Oh,
Yeah, like a baking store,
okay.
and buy cookie cutters,
Oh yeah.
like for themed parties.
Yeah.
Like I have a ton of sea life, like seahorse and that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and buy watermelon
Oh yes.
or pineapple or something.
Yeah.
Pineapple's harder because it's has more
Yeah.
fiber, but watermelon's easier. You could actually have the store cut the watermelon in slices, like inch
Mhm.
thick,
Mm.
and then cut out the shapes.
I love that.
And
That's
you can make
very
a lot of
fun.
butter. That's super fun. But there's lots of ideas on
Oh, yeah.
Pinterest on healthier ideas. So also if you're having a party, just tier it. Like maybe you were gonna have sprinkle lots of colors and dyes. Maybe you just don't have any dye.
Yeah. Make
Or
one, like you always say, just one shift. And it
yeah,
could be huge.
exactly.
One step.
I know. So those are just some tips. So we have a few more minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about fall. Just
Oh yeah. Some overall things for fall.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So number one in the fall is the immune system. And I feel like this is many moons ago, like 10, 11 years ago, when I first started learning about health, because I knew nothing. I didn't realize that your immune system, like how you reacted to things that are going on around you, is based on the strength of your immune system. I just thought, I don't know if I thought it was dumb luck, but there's a part of me is just like, dang it, I caught it. Oh well.
Well, we're taught that the germ,
Yeah.
we're taught that. That wasn't
Okay.
your fault.
Okay, good. I felt like I should have known this, that I can be proactive in supporting my immune system. So a lot of times, like you said, we're more indoors. Things are changing, things are shifting, schedules change. It's darker, at different times, and so people aren't exercising as much. They're not outside as much. So that's one crucial thing. And I love, grounding and movement and being outside. So maybe that's one shift you can make in this fall season is to ensure that you are moving and grounding.
Yeah.
So that's
I-
mine.
I love the immune system point. Here, for if you're watching, these it's like one of the best oils for the fall.
Yes.
People who really like pumpkin spice. I mean, people go crazy. Today, I thought Target was trying to poison me. When I walked in there, I was just like, oh my God, this set, I'm going to
Did
die.
it have like the brooms with
Not
the
yet,
like,
but it just
oh,
was
okay.
like overall smelly. I
Those-
thought it was gonna.
Yeah.
Oh,
If a broom comes into my house, I'm literally gonna lose
those
myself.
cinnamon brooms are
Yeah.
disgusting. So anyway, you could do this. Look, you could have cedar like Jim made us.
Mhm.
And by the way, can you make me some?
Yes.
I really want some.
Yeah.
And then you could put these on it. You can make your own. You could also put these in a diffuser. So anybody who likes fall, this has cinnamon and clove and it's very folly. And you can make cleaners with it. You could have thieves pumpkin spice cleaner.
Yeah.
You can just add more clove and whatever to it. It's really awesome.
So good. I don't know what I did before these. I have absolutely no idea. It is a staple. And my son, actually, that's away at college, called me yesterday and said,
video that you sent that.
and said, Mom, I think that my injuries and my, one injury and me getting sick is attributed to my diet and what I'm putting in my body. And I seriously, I thought I was going to fall over and die. I tried to play it cool. I was like, oh, really?
Did you record this? Did you write it
I
down?
should have recorded it because it was so amazing when your kids actually get the, one is tied to the other, like what we put in and on our bodies directly affects our immune system. It's like hallelujah.
This is a wish. So I just had an idea. We need to do a whole episode just on immune support.
Okay, yes.
But this is a wish we have for all of you.
Yes.
Taking charge and accountability for your immune system and not having that fear. Like if it was true, if the germ theory was true, which is I'm sick and therefore you're going to be sick if we're touching, then all the doctors would be sick.
Oh yeah. Very true.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If you equip your body with the nutrients and the movement and good water that it needs, then when it's exposed, it's going to react differently than people that are unhealthy. So if you're stressed, you're burning through your minerals. So like if you exercise and you're thin, that doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy. It just means that your BMI is good, but that doesn't mean that your immune system is strong.
That's right.
And there's things you can do. Eat nutrient dense food. Don't eat fast food. Don't eat sugar. Don't eat dyes. Limit those things. There's so many things, so many ways that we can take charge of our health.
Yeah.
So when we're exposed, we can be strong.
And get to one of our classes. We do Zoom at our classes. We have one coming up next Tuesday, depending on when this drops, but it's September.
I can make sure
Something 26.
I can make sure that we. Oh no.
We can't Zoom that.
Yes, but this won't drop that week unless we do 2 in 1 week.
Oh yeah, maybe we should. People need to know that there are tools out there to use to support your immune system. And one of the best ways is to use essential oils.
Right. So September 26th, I don't think this will drop, but October 24th,
Okay.
We have one at noon. You can watch us on Facebook Live
Whoop, whoop.
at our wellness.
with Robin and Julie page, our Facebook page.
Yay. So
Um,
tune in, get educated, and you will figure out that it can be a game changer when you get your immune system all bolstered up.
Yeah, and just one last thought, because Julie kind of mentioned this. If this conversation is like blowing up your brain,
Yeah.
you're like, this is too overwhelming for
Mhm.
me. Just pick one thing.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, just pick one thing. So maybe you're not going to drink the special pumpkin spice Starbucks this fall.
Yeah.
Maybe you add in thieves or MU gummies
Yeah.
or Juice
Mm,
Plus
good.
or something.
maybe add something. If taking away feels too
overwhelming.
overwhelming,
Mhm.
maybe add something to what
Yeah.
you're doing. So we have lots of tips like this. If you really like our podcast, you can join our Facebook group.
Mhm.
And we're going to go live every Tuesday,
Mhm.
either during the day or at night.
Mhm.
And we have lots of different topics coming up, right?
Yep.
So like and share this
Yes.
podcast if
Yes,
you know
please.
anybody. Great.
Yep.
We thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Here's a
Bye.
healthier.
Happier Halloween.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. And if you want to support our show, give us a 5-star rating.
To learn more about our practice, visit athelivingtree.com.